Howdy folks, Justin here. About to start round 2 of the Battle of the Hist Elder Scrolls Legends Championship Series tournament. Our opponent is Elseed. We're going to go ahead and challenge him. And we're going to start with our favorite deck, the Scout deck. We know our opponent is bringing Scout and Spell Sword, and we brought... He rejected my challenge. How dare he? Well, I will accept. I'm bringing... And our opponent... okay, so our opponent brought Scout and Spell Sword. We brought Scout and Battle Mage. Let's see what happens. Spell Sword, hopefully it's tokens. Throw all this back. It looks much better. Throwing all the cards back for him suggests... Oh, well, fortunately we have the perfect answer to that. Followed by the perfect answer to whatever he does next. I was going to say throwing all the cards back to me suggests control, but the Descendant of Alkosh clearly implies something else entirely. Yeah, we're going to fall a little behind here, but hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, that's a little loose from our opponent because we are going to swing in here and crushing blow that. Make sure he gets no value there. Next turn, Thorn Hist Mage into the lane. He drops his Imperial Recruits, right? Is that the plan? 5th Legion Trainer, so he's setting up for the Imperial Recruits. Well, we'll still put the Thorn Hist Mage over here so that we can contest that. Iron Atronach, you're a little early. Not quite ready for you yet. So we will see what happens now. With Fervor, he can trade into this and keep that alive. Haunting Spirit. Windkeep Spell Sword. Okay. Interesting. So let's see what we draw. Black Marsh Warden's pretty good next turn. We will Mummify next turn more than likely. Probably whatever gets the bonus from Haunting Spirit. Or Black Marsh Warden. Would have been great if that had hit Black Marsh Warden, but it did not. Shadowfen Priest, pretty good too. So we're going to Shadowfen Priest this. And pass the turn. We don't mind if he swings in, draws us a card. If he swings in with all three creatures, we draw 2 cards. Divine Fervor. Okay, we don't have an answer to that right now, but that's not really a problem. Thorn Hist Mage into Mummify. Or, well, we'll have access to 9. Yeah, I think we gotta Mummify that. Ooh, Red Brahmin too. Okay. So the game, it doesn't look like it's under control, but it feels like it's under control, right? So actually what we're going to do is this. Okay. So, next turn, Black Marsh Warden, Hist Mage. Yep. Yep. We're not swinging yet. There is no reason to swing. Okay. Yep. Okay. Ungolem, not really what we need to be doing right now. Blood Magic Lord, however. Thank you. Alright, that's not really what we're looking for. Um, we will break one rune. Breaking last because we're bad. Actually, the card we got from Blood Magic Lord kind of informs what we do, so that was my thought process at the time anyway. Black Marsh Warden. Descendant of Alkosh. Okay. Do we just Red Brahmin so we can get another Blood Magic card? That seems like the safest play. And do that. Gargoyle. Okay, and LC has had enough. He is conceding. Time for game 2. His other deck is Scout. We are going to do the mirror match because we're going to play Scout again too. We only really brought Battle Mage to contest Archer and Mage, so let's see what happens. The Pastry Chef and the Defiant going head to head for game 2 of round 2. We want ramp because you win this match by out-ramping your opponent. So we'll go Thieves Guild Recruit into Treeminder unless this is a Scout deck I'm not familiar with, but we will see what happens. Well, that's the perfect turn 1 play. We'll follow that up with turn 2 Treeminder. Okay. Red Brahmin. Not quite your time, my friend. Yeah, we want to push some damage. Next turn we can, if we draw a Thorn Hist Speaker, we'll play that, but otherwise it's the 2 of these. Okay. Play him. And yeah, we'll play that. We can get more value out of Fighter's Guild Recruit later on, I imagine. So, we are slightly ahead on board, but with this match, we need something besides these 3 cards in our hand in order to make this happen. Moonlight Werebat's pretty good. So, yeah. He's getting a 2-for-1 over here if that's how we choose to do that, but it gives us that option, as well as Mummify to deal with the guard that he throws down over here. Ooh, discounted Reaper. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, so, we can trade those into there, but we don't have a lot else going on then, right? But I think that's the play, actually. As much of a bummer as that is. Okay, so we are way behind now. I mean, we can Red Brahmin next turn, but that is not the kind of position you want to be using Red Brahmin in. Let's see what happens. Yep. Now our opponent's ramping. Tree Minder too, gosh. Well, we have one play, so. It's not looking good for us though. It is definitely not looking good. We need to start drawing some gas. We are at parity with ramp, but you know, he's got way more cards, and it would be hard for him not to have more useful cards than we have. Okay. I think we let that hit face once. We can always mummify it next turn, but we need to draw a card, so. Okay. Oof, perfect Reaper. Okay. Alright. Okay. Moonlight Werebat, not terrible. Was it? What did I do? What did I do? Courier. Okay. So it's not an exact mirror match because I don't run the courier. Okay. So this is not good for us at all, to say the least. We're about to be way ahead on cards. We are, yeah. It's not looking good for us. We're going all in over here in this lane. That keeps him from being damaged right now. Forces him to trade that in there if he wants to damage it. But 0 cards to 4 cards. My money's on him pulling this one off. Silence. Yep. Shadow Shift. Cool. Into our life gain guy, I assume. No. That's interesting. You have a Leaf Lurker in hand? I don't know. Okay, fine. There we go. Murkwater Witch. Okay. Charos Reaper. Moonlight Werebat. Okay. So, here's the play. And if he drops the Atronach now, we're just done for. But I think this is the best we can set up for right now over here. Red Brahmin? Yep. We just got outdrawn this game, didn't we? I don't think there's any way we're recovering from this. I guess that's a start. That's another start. Shadowfen Priest. So we're dead on board, right? Got 13. It would take a miracle to not lose now. And he is choosing to trade, huh? Does he have Atronach in hand? He's just trying to set that up. Leaf Lurker, perhaps? Okay. I think I would have gone for the kill there, but I don't think it's going to matter much. So if we swing here, that leaves him with lethal again. He only has 12 on board right now, but not sure what his plan is actually. Okay, Brotherhood Assassin, crushing blow for the kill, I imagine here. There's the Reaper. Okay, we will play this guy here. Preserver of the Root. Does this... Well... We should have been dead a couple turns ago, so I don't know what's happening here. Yep. There you go. Okay. Alright, let's get this final game in. See if we can't make this happen. I imagine he's playing Scout again, so we are going to play Scout again and just try to make it happen, you know? It's kind of a coin flip with the Scout on Scout games, right? So, see what happens. The Defiant, Scout on Scout Crime. His hand looks pretty good. No Ungolem, but that didn't really pay off for us last time anyway. Okay, Thieves Guild Recruit. Do we witch that? Yep, we definitely do because we have 2. Next turn, Treeminder. Looks like he's doing the same thing, Treeminder. House Kinsman. Okay, so this is quite a bit different than our deck, which is definitely interesting. Makes me wonder what else he's running. You know, if it's got Soul Rest Marshal or Blackworm Necromancer, perhaps. Taking a page out of the Archer playbook here. Let's just go ahead and drop the Werebat. Yep, Thorn Histamage. So we will Reaper over here next turn. Okay. Yep. Okay. Leaf Lurker, perhaps? Yep. Alright, so we are behind, but we're doing our best. We will Reaper. Those Couriers, they do a lot of work in this mirror match, in the Scout mirror. I feel like they're pretty subpar in a lot of matches, but they definitely pull their weight when you're playing Scout on Scout. Yep, and we're just falling behind again. There's a Shadow Shift. Okay. We're going to save now, Hog Leave. Play it like this. Yeah, we are so far behind. The Shadow Shifts and the Couriers are some great tech by our opponent here, and it's definitely paying off in this mirror match. And there's his Tazcad too, just hitting it all the time on curve, isn't he? So our game is basically over now. We're gonna both are bad, right? We're going to Reaper though, so that we can at least try to get some cards in our hand that are useful. Seems unlikely though. He's got the perfect Scout Hunter Scout deck here. I mean, look how many cards he has too. He's just translating his resources into value much more effectively than we have, and we're losing the game because of it. Yep. Yep. There's more couriers. Yep. And House Kinsman. Okay. Well, if there's ever a time we needed to build Magic Lord, it was now. Okay, we'll keep that in mind for the future. If he doesn't have a Silence or a Mummify, which is... I mean, he has a Silence or a Mummify, right? There you go. Yep. Putting that over there. Alright, another Shadowfen Priest. Okay. I'll see what happens. I imagine he trades in here, hopefully. Although there are a lot of worse things that could happen. Not sure that we have a lot of outs here. I'm gonna have to try Scout with Courier. I mean, like I said, I haven't found it very useful in a lot of matches, but God, it seems to be really just pulling its weight in these mirrors. It's brutal. Leaf Lurker, yep. Hist Mage, okay. And what do you got? A lot more cards, obviously. That's an awful draw. Okay. There's the Reaper, followed by a Leaf Lurker, perhaps? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Moonlight Werebat, right? Let's see if we can't draw our way out of this somehow. Tazcad's interesting. So he has 13 on board. If he has a Tazcad, we lose, right? So we have to remove that, unfortunately. We can only do 13, 18 damage. We can't kill him. You know what, though? We are going to do this. It's fine. I think that gives us the best chance of surviving long enough to do something cool. And there's the Atronach. Okay. And now he just mops up our guys here, and it's going to take red Brahmin top deck only, I believe, in order to not die. Or in order to have a chance at not dying. Leaf Lurker, I guess, would be a great draw. That could become a Leaf Lurker. Crushing Blow is not going to do it. So he has 14, 26, 27 on board, so we have to Crushing Blow that. And we got to get lucky. That's basically it. And what we need to do in the future is run Varanus Courier if we plan on seeing the mirror match, because God, that card did a lot of work. Blood Magic Lord. Yep. 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 We're trying to prevent dying to Crushing Blow. And we're hoping he got raised dead. And it raised dead some garbage. But it looks like he's got Drain Life, right? Shackle all creatures in a lane. That'll do it too. Alright. Almost. But not quite. Good game. We're going to concede. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Sorry we didn't get any further in the tournament than this. Have a good day.